It's time to name this beautiful craft paper pocket journal, and along with that we'll set up the next set of pages so that it will keep me going for the next few days. So if you would like to see how all of this come together, stay tuned. What's up everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So if you remember, this was the pocket journal, and this time I have the creative life from Planything put out, and I would also like to set up the next few pages so that I will have substantial amount because I got started on the writing, and I realized that I will need more to last me through the month. So if you know, this is the journal I had planned on using to note down all the small things. It could be big things, it could be small things. And this was the journal I wanted to use to highlight all the things that my husband does for me, and it could be something small like getting me with the dishes or getting me some medicines when I was not feeling well. I know these are all very, very small, but I think I would like to focus on the positive reinforcement in the new year, even more so. So that was why I wanted to use this journal. And you can see that I ripped off a portion of the page, and I have the lace washi from the lace washi, and the other academia one is all from the washi tape shop, and I'm inking the edge just so that it looks a bit more rustic. And this is the dark academia set. I have used this in the past in my spreads, and this is part of a set of washi tapes, and I'm using the rugged edge look again, and I'm cutting off the excess, and I will try and use that scrap to finish off the page because this journal is unbelievably small. So I don't need much supplies to fill up the pages. So I'm using a combination of waterfall tabs and the Dutch doors all in here. And as you can see, it comes together super quick. And this is the next set of doors. And don't throw away any scraps. I say that all the time because I do have certain uses for them. And I had counted the number of pages I would like to set up this time, and I'm going to cut straight from there, and then I will go and make that rugged look because I don't want to waste the entire paper, and something with a straight edge has a better chance of being used. So I'm just using the same technique again, just wiping off some excess ink that fell on there. And this is sadly sold out, the sticker book. And this was part of a subscription box from Planything. And for everything else except the subscription boxes, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Planything, and even at the washi tape shop, and also at Archer and Olive, where the journal is from. So I'm cutting off another scrap piece now. And after I have this set of pages set up, I will go ahead and start with the name page because all of you have chosen the name, and I'm going with the majority. I'll share the poll results here, and you can see the top 3 choices, and we are going with the voice of the majority. And you will see how I went ahead and decorated the page, and then I had to come back and redo it because I did not quite like how the overall look went. So this is the last set of pages before we go in and add the left page. Again, I'm trying to keep it minimal here, and here very so not me. I'm not going to decorate the back side for the symmetrical aspect because I need that space to write, and I'm cutting off the excess sticker on that watercolor palette. I want to use the scrap to make a flap door, and I'm trying to see what and how the placement can be, because you need to cut properly because I don't like to waste my scraps. So now the black lace washi, and this lace washi has been very well used. I used it in a multiple different ways, and you may have seen some of the fall setups and some of the winter setups, and it's quite versatile. So yeah, just having that a bit straight, and see how quickly these come together, because I'm trying to zoom in a bit here, and you can see how quickly they come together. And first I thought I will do it that way, but looks like not. I will have the lace washi down because I wanted that flexibility with the small door, and I'm using these black and white washi tapes again from Pearly, and yeah, I'm just cutting a small piece, and it opens very easily. And after this point I had to take a break and come back because the ink was just smearing, so I had to let that be and come back after it had dried. So now I came back, I did not realize the camera was not on, and I had the washi tape on the right page also for some balance. So I'm taking the seasonal days sticker book from Pearly again, and I would like to bring in maybe a phrase or something and maybe a couple of decorations to pull it all together. So this was a seasonal one, and I think this is also sold out, but keep an eye out. There are lots of cute stickers, and I think this couple would go perfectly in that space without taking up too much of the function. So that couple with those balloons, they look nice and cute against those music notes in the washi tapes. And I also would like to have that puppy right on that flap door on the left, because this is a nice space to add something, and still I will have space to write on top of that. And I will link all the shops and codes, even all the tools and supplies I'm using. I'll try and link as much of it as possible. And I now want to spell something, but looks like I was running out of stickers. And I was saying that this time I refrained from using the gyro cut, because usually with such setups I go for the gyro cut, but this time I decided to stay away. But if you are keen on seeing how the gyro cut works, I have lots of videos on that, and I even have a tutorial to get you started. And this is the time, because we just started with the journal, and the left side is obviously much thinner, so that is why you need a thick element underneath to balance it out so that we'll have some stability. So now we will have this book, and I'm trying to see what else I can bring in, because it's all about celebrating the small moments, right? So I would like to really embrace that, and I'm not sure what I will be writing in here. So this is the set of alphabets I will be choosing from, and I think I will go with just a simple celebrate. It could be something something that happened or some milestone or some achievement, because we have a whole bunch of things happening. And I'm trying to see which way I should place it. Yeah, I think that way it gives me the freedom of still writing on the space adjacent to that. So something quick and fun and yet so much usable. It has so much function left in it. So that is why I'm leaving lots of blank space to fill in. And as you can see, you can add lots of memories in here as things happen. And that is pretty much the whole setup all done. And I was trying to see what else I can include. Does it need anything else? I think we are good. And that's how it opens up. And I think that black and white washi really pulled everything together. And I really loved how I have left lots of open spaces to write, and usually I come and add the date and what happened. So I'm not even sure I would be able to do like an after the pen or a complete. Once it's complete, I'll have a full flip through. I'm not even sure of that because it's a very personal thing, right? So I would like to just take a look at these, and this is how it looks. I have all the stickers and props and all that nice and ready to go. And I think, as I mentioned, I was ready, I had done, and then I went ahead and did the name page because I realized I had not gotten to that part. So this was the title that was chosen, gone with the majority, and that was the sticky note I had with all the titles. And now let's come and decorate this, and I'm having that handy little clip, that antique lady hand clip from Journal Say. And for Journal Say, you can use my code Priya for 8% off, and usually you can stack it on top of sales just like with Planny Thing and Arch and Olive. So I'm continuing with the same film strip washi, and it would be a struggle to round the corners, but it is what it is. I will try and do my best. If it is not perfect, it is not. That's all. I'm just letting go of that perfectionism. And I'm using my washi cutter from Live Love Posh to make sure the center is nice and snug against the central part of the journal, the stitch, the spine. You could call any of that. And just cutting off before I come and add the name now. Because again, I would like to stick to the same theme of the dinosaurs and the love and the hearts, because that is how it was in the first set of pages, if you remember. If you have not checked out that setup, I would suggest you do. It turned out super quick, and those were the dinosaur couples from the winter sticker book, from the winter release at Happy Planner. And I'm bringing in the lovely, gorgeous, dainty little pearls and hearts from Leela Journals. And it is a washi sticker again. It's so delicate. I wanted to use it here. So I thought it gave like a feminine, cute touch. And I'm bringing my tweezers to hold it in place just so that I can make sure it is sitting right against the edge there. And this would be, again, it takes not much of the washi tape to fill in that space at the top. Again, I'm making sure that heart is aligned at the top. It is so delicate, and this is the washi tape. So again, using that washi cutter to make sure it is nice and snug around the center or the middle part. And I'm just cutting off the excess, and see how delicate that looks. And I think just this gave it a very feminine touch, just this. So I will link Leela journals also. I picked up a few of the washi tapes because it was like too soft, and it was just too pretty. So these are not really my colors, but I thought they went great with everything going on and with the romantic theme we have going on for the journal. So I'm back to this winter sticker book, and it is nice and cute with all the dinosaur couples. And I think that T-Rex, to my knowledge, that is a T-Rex, and I doubt he will be wearing a hat like so, but he looks cute. So I'm bringing in the dinosaur, and I think we might need maybe a love fountain or something, one of those. I used up a lot of it in the first set of pages, and yeah, you will see that except for the T-Rex on the left, I think all of these that I'm adding now will be coming off because I did not like how it looked. So as of now, this is where I stand, and yeah. So that is the name page, and I kept looking as to what I should add more. This was the final look before I took it all out. And now we are back to this. So as you can see, I have all the scraps from my craft journal, the blackout journal, and all the Dutch doors that I have done so far. I don't throw any of that. So first I was thinking I would use the white paper. I think the black went really well with this. So now I'm off to getting some of my tools so that I can have a window there, covering up all the written parts. And now this was, if you checked out the blackout journal setup, please do so if you haven't. It was a nice, fun, creative time for me. It was something very, very different. If you have not checked out that video, I would suggest you do. And I would also suggest you try testing out the waters. It is really, really fun. And I'm using the Uniball Signo to write the title in there. And I'm going with some decorative writing, nothing too fancy. So this was the title that got chosen, and I'm adding the title in multiple fonts just to bring some interest, and that will complete the title. So I do some hearts, and also I will just decorate the border so that it will be nice and cute. And the one thing you might want to remember when using the white gel pen is not to smear it. It was kind of hard because I was trying to make sure the hearts are at 90 degrees from where we look at it. So just all of the damp areas, I was struggling to not touch them. So yeah, I just managed to complete that, and I'm just letting it dry for a second. And while that happens, we can try and position it because it just takes a couple of minutes, but don't rush it. And now on to adding a few elements in there. And I think I will go ahead and yeah, I had put everything away. So this is the next day. I'm coming back to it, and I added the hearts, and now the gel pen is dry. So let's use the Tombow Dots adhesive to lay it down, just making sure it is nice and centered. And I think I like this way better. That's a close-up. And please come follow me on Instagram. We have lots of creative inspiration there, and it's a great community. And let me know which of these title pages you like better. And if you like today's video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.